Welcome back to our channel, where we share updates and untold stories about Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today, we bring you some news. Princess Catherine's mom drops a royal bombshell about Camilla's behavior that shook the palace. A source close to the situation has revealed that Carol Middleton, the mother of Princess Catherine, has now broken her silence over Camilla's negative statement that was dropped in the royal rift that shook the palace. For a very long time, the British monarchy, which is a representation of tradition and continuity, has been a topic of curiosity and critical examination. Recent discoveries, on the other hand, have thrown a shadow on its polished image, putting to light the tensions that have been simmering inside the royal family. Carol Middleton, the mother of the Duchess of Cambridge, has broken her silence and revealed reported conflicts with Queen Camilla. She is at the center of this developing drama, which is occurring before their own eyes. As a result of the discoveries, shockwaves have been sent through royal circles as well as the general public, bringing to light the difficulties that the monarchy requires in order to strike a balance between tradition and technology. A friendship turned sour. Conflict did not always plague Carol Middleton and Queen Camilla's relationship while they were together, according to reports. On January 23, those with knowledge of the situation revealed that the two ladies had initially developed a friendly connection. It took some time for us to get to know each other, but eventually we became very close friends quite early on, a source said. We eventually became very close friends. However, as time went on, previously concealed fissures started to become apparent, which resulted in a few months that were very challenging for the whole Middleton family. According to reports, the tipping point occurred when Queen Camilla made a number of nasty statements about Carol and her family. Camilla, who is renowned for her conservative beliefs, is said to have questioned the Middletons' appropriateness inside the royal fold, especially in light of the bankruptcy of Party Pieces, which is a commercial venture affiliated with the Middleton family. Due to Camilla's alleged unwillingness to invite the Middletons to important royal occasions, including the New Year's party and the Sandringham walkabout, this situation became even more complicated. Camilla reportedly cited worries about the royal family's reputation. Camilla's strategic moves. Camilla's actions appeared to be part of a deliberate plan to establish her dominance within the royal family. Her actions conveyed this impression. It would be possible for Camilla to strengthen her position as a crucial role in the royal hierarchy if she were to carefully undermine the family of Princess Catherine. This plan emphasized monarchy traditions and questioned the Middletons' role in them. The tactic that Camilla used apparently included making cryptic remarks about the Middletons' middle-class origins, with the intention of implying that their presence may potentially water down the image of the royal family. Within the royal circle, there were those traditionalists who believed that the monarchy was a stronghold of aristocratic principles. This approach resonated deeply with these individuals. Camilla has the potential to boost her reputation among the more conservative members of the royal family if she aligns herself with these ideas. Carol Middleton's struggle to speak out. Carol Middleton did not make the choice to come out without much thought or consideration. Over the course of many years, she had chosen to keep a respectful quiet in order to concentrate on providing assistance to her daughter, Kate, while she carried out her royal responsibilities. On the other hand, it became increasingly difficult to ignore the growing tension and Camilla's claimed behavior. The burden of royal formality and the worry that she might make the situation much worse made Carol's struggle even more difficult to manage. Making a public statement that was critical of a member of the royal family was unusual and laden with the possibility of adverse consequences. Nevertheless, Carol could not help but feel driven to take action as the claimed slights against her family persisted. Her choice was motivated by the need to safeguard her family and make certain that her daughter, despite the fact that she presents a calm and collected public image, would not be subjected to the strain of Camilla's subtle constructive criticisms. The children at the center. The revelation of comments attributed to Camilla about Prince William and Kate Middleton's children escalated the tension. Several sources claim that Camilla made disparaging remarks about Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. The assertion that Camilla referred to Prince Louis as a bastard boy and compared him to Prince Harry was the most upsetting of all the allegations. These purported remarks, coupled with Camilla's rumored desire for Prince George to marry her granddaughter, intensified the controversy, ultimately leading Carol Middleton to break her silence on the matter. The allegations made by Carol shined a light on the strain that her daughter, Kate, experienced while undergoing treatment for cancer. Camilla's alleged actions exacerbated this strain. This was the point when Carol decided to take action, not only to save her own dignity, but also to advocate for her daughter, who, despite her composed public appearance, was believed to have felt the weight of Camilla's subtle criticisms throughout the course of her life. Tradition vs. change. The discord that exists between Carol Middleton and Queen Camilla is representative of a more significant cultural change that has taken place within the royal family. A unified front was given by the two ladies at royal engagements for a number of years, during which time they smiled and made pleasantries to photograph themselves. However, many individuals familiar with the situation assert that tensions began to escalate during Kate Middleton's initial introduction into the royal family. Carol, who is very protective of her daughter, exerted a great deal of effort in order to guarantee that Kate was accepted by the company. Camilla, on the other hand, was said to have had a more conventional perspective of the ideal characteristics that a future queen consort ought to have. Camilla, whose upbringing in the upper echelons of British society shaped her views on royal propriety, appears to find Kate's middle-class beginnings a source of contention. This is contrary to the sentiments of certain individuals who take pleasure in Kate's origins. The public revelation. Carol's public declaration sent shockwaves throughout the royal circles. Despite not directly identifying any individuals, Carol's comments conveyed a clear message. She was tired of being ignored and would no longer remain silent. Her disclosure revealed a royal family far more fractured than anyone had anticipated. It hinted at years of contempt and manipulation toward the group. Some people saw her bravery to speak out as a direct challenge to Camilla's power, which caused the delicately calibrated dynamics of the monarchy to be shaken. Insiders inside the palace were frantically trying to control the repercussions. It is well known that the royal family adheres to the adage, "Never complain, never explain," but in this particular instance, quiet seemed to be inadequate. The public's viewpoints were significantly different. Some people took Carol Middleton's side and praised her courage for standing up against what they saw to be Camilla's aristocratic attitude. Others criticized Carol Middleton's decision to reveal the family's secrets, arguing that such decisions should remain confidential. In any case, the monarchy's appearance of unity had suffered a serious blow, and the damage had already occurred. Reports started to emerge about the years of subtle power plays that had typified the relationship between the two ladies. Exclusion from certain royal gatherings and whispered dissatisfaction about family decisions were examples of these power plays. The story depicted two strong-willed women battling for control within a family that prioritizes hierarchy. A battle for influence. The friction that existed between Carol and the royal family had been building up for a considerable amount of time, far before this very public event. It had begun in a stealthy manner, with relatively few power moves and subtle jabs. Due to the fact that Carol was quite protective of her daughter Kate, she often found herself in conflict with other senior royals about issues of influence and tradition. Those deeply involved in palace politics sometimes viewed her participation as an excessive move. The war of wills between Carol and other members of the royal circle emerged as a defining dynamic. Both forces were resolute in their efforts to establish their position. The preparations for Kate and William's wedding had been a source of tension in the relationship. Some others viewed Carol's participation as interference, despite the fact that she had the intention of making sure that her daughter's day was flawless. Tensions escalated during the pre-wedding event as Carol experienced a sense of disregard and her influence came under scrutiny. Her relationship with the palace was a smoldering antagonism that only intensified with time, and it was a moment that set the tone for her relationship with the palace. The fallout resulting consequences. As tensions increased, it became abundantly evident that the fight about personal grievances was not the only factor at play. The monarchy was dealing with more significant problems at the time. Modernity and tradition clashed, as did personal ambition and public expectations. At this point, Carol's allegations have come to light, with potential repercussions affecting the entire royal family. Despite the fact that reputations were being scrutinized, the monarchy itself seemed to be fragile, and its stability was unstable. Carol took a strong stance despite the mayhem. Her comments ignited a fire that was difficult to extinguish. Her actions forced the public and the palace to confront unsettling facts. Whether her assertions would be able to withstand investigation remained to be seen, but the effect of her statements was indisputable. The British monarchy, long a symbol of resilience and continuity, now faced a new challenge. It was not enough to just protect individual members of the family. Rather, it was necessary to protect an institution that had endured centuries of transformation. Carol's remarks had altered the course of the game, and the monarchy would never be the same again. Despite the high stakes and unpredictable implications, one thing was certain: the game had changed. A new chapter. As a result of the allegations, both Carol Middleton and Queen Camilla seemed to withdraw from the public glare. This has led many who follow the royal family to wonder about the long-term repercussions of their rivalry. This schism will persist for years to come, shaping the dynamics of the royal family. Would it ever completely mend, or would it continue to simmer underground? For the time being, the answers are still unknown. Nevertheless, one thing is certain: the monarchy's capacity to adjust to the demands of contemporary society is being put to the test in a way that has never been seen before. The opinions of the public and professionals. The general public's reactions to the discoveries have been diverse. A significant number of people have shown their support for Carol Middleton, who is seen as a champion of modernism within the royal family organization. It's refreshing to see someone stand up to the old guard, expressed a person who closely monitors the royal family. To change the monarchy, Carol's actions may be the catalyst. However, some have criticized her for voicing her personal concerns in such a significant public forum. A royal specialist asserted that the monarchy's foundations are discretion and tradition. Publicly challenging this could potentially cause more harm than good. All of the experts are in agreement that the discoveries have brought to light long-standing problems within the royal family. A historian stated that this is not just a personal feud, it is a reflection of the difficulties that the monarchy encounters in attempting to strike a balance between modernity and tradition. The royal family is currently facing a critical decision, and their response to this situation will significantly impact their future. Final thoughts. The royal family is currently facing one of the most significant challenges in its history. The disclosures have brought to light the need for change within the monarchy, namely the necessity of adapting to contemporary ideals while still retaining its historic heritage. The choice made by Carol Middleton to speak up has surely caused a commotion inside the palace, but it may also pave the way for a royal family that is more approachable and accessible to the public. The ability of the monarchy to withstand this challenge will determine its future standing, where tradition and modernity must coexist peacefully. Thank you for watching the video. Please let us know your thoughts, and goodbye for the time being.